Hello, everyone. I'm Plasmoyers. May like to call me that guy with the afro. A little bit under the weather today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to the point. Very short, sweet for the first few minutes, and then I'm gonna get a long, drawn-out explanation of stuff. So please be aware there will be a lot of things said here that you're not gonna like, but you're gonna have to understand why I'm saying this. So, I'm not going to name a few YouTube channels, although I can name one that really is making this a point to be so negative it's even scary. But a lot of YouTubers have been basically going through every single tweet, every single post, every single Facebook account. And anytime someone says even the slightest thing that they don't like, they're on a video right away complaining about 2 seconds later. Look, I want to say a few things about that, and then I'm going to get to this long, drawn out explanation of what I think is going on. I get it. Okay. I've said things about San Japan. Last few videos, you can go and take a look at that one. But I'm not going to keep going on and on and on and on and on every single time they make a statement. Yes, I have called them out, but this is one of those things that I just get so annoyed over. Every video is the same exact thing with these people. Excuse me. Nope, no iced tea today. It's time to stop, honestly. Mainly because the Kick Vic saga, generally speaking, in that regard, is not going to reach a conclusion anytime soon. I mean, we can keep chit-chatting about he said this, and this person needs to tell that person something, and this person needs to. Okay, look, it's not going to get us anywhere. One, two, all we're doing is complaining amongst everyone else. Three, it's just a bad look for the industry. It's a horrible decision just to keep on going on and whining about it. Now, let me make it very clear. There's a reason why I haven't gone and attacked the entire industry, each and every person, every time. There's a reason why I'm sticking to just Monica Real and Jamie Marcy. There's a reason why I'm talking only about San Japan and Anime Matsuri's negativity. It's because those are the people who are responsible for a lot of what's going on. I don't need another video about who did what. Look, we get it, all right? We know what's going on. We're tired of hearing it for the most part in general. It's not helping our con season, which is coming up for most of us. Most people, to be very honest, are more worried about their cosplays for the next con. You know, they're more worried about, are we going to have enough for that special limited edition thingamajigger that we send somebody else about 3 hours away in another city to go ahead and pick up because we can't be there. I did that this year. That person owes me. I am paying them. They are paying me back. Speaking of paying me back, that's where it's going to be at Comicpalooza this May 10th through 12th at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. I will be jamming Pathfinder Society there. So come take a look at that when you have a chance. They need to start paying me for these advertisements. I mean, I'm basically giving them free stuff. But now I'm going to get to the long, drawn-out thingamajigger, and it's going to be a while. I've got a lot to say, and I'm afraid I'm going to say it. So, interesting thing about all of this was, this may be a little bit weird, but there's some kind of connection. And again, I'm not really 100% saying this is happening because of. I'm just saying it seems a little odd that I'm going to say this, and it makes sense for the anime community. I don't know if many of you are picking up on another YouTube personality by the name of Mark Taylor, who generally what he's known for is being a prophet from God. Now, I'm not here to start talking about religion or anything, but I'm here saying that what he's saying makes a ton of sense from a biblical point of view and a secular point of view. It makes sense for what he's saying. And it kind of makes me wonder, yeah, he's no frills, no doesn't hold back on a lot, but what he said was, and I'm starting to see that happening in the anime community in general. He said basically one of his prophecies is time is up for those who are corrupt. If you're a corrupt person, God's going to weed you out and draw you in out of that corruption. Funimation seems to be one of those groups that we're starting to see a little bit of that being pulled out because again, I'm not trying to convert you, but Vic Mignogna is very much known for being the Christian good guy, even though you don't like it. He isn't out there bashing anyone who's gay. He's not out there trying to say convert or die. He's not out there saying you need to stop arguing with this person. In fact, I think I've only seen him gotten one time. It was about a preacher, street preacher. Remember, I go back to my video about how to deal with street preachers who apparently was just being malicious toward people, and he attacked them. And that was the one thing Jesus actually did, who was mad at, was a church system that was not working for God. So okay, that seems to be kind of a connection here. And the anime convention, the heads are, some of them are great. They're not trying to spy anybody. They're not trying to go after your whole universe. But John Lay is number one, more than a Lolita scandal. Trust me, number one guy who's the most corrupt person in the state of Texas, probably when it comes to conventions. Justin Surface, who runs Ninetales, he could be a very possible number two. All the stories about what he's trying to do with people. He did that to me. He did that to another store I can't name out loud because they told me not to. He's trying to do it to another store already. I don't know who this person was. The last few videos that came to me said enough to know about Ooples, which totally unrelated to what I do. Again, it seems like this corruption thing is kind of being drawn out a little bit more. And props to the people drawing it out, but let me say something. Since we already know what's going on generally, there's no more reason for you to keep bringing everything out of it being negative. He actually makes another valid point. Mark Taylor does. Is that we say a lot of things, but do we really need to? Do we need to call out this person, that person? I'm not calling out YouTube channels on this video because I don't need to do that. You can look at the YouTube channels and say, hey, this is not getting us anywhere. We need to stop doing that. And it's been basically a lot of the anime channels that are going on. You can pretty much type it in and figure that out if you want to. I'm not going to call them out, but we need to stop doing this, okay? Look, you're not doing our convention scene any favors. You're not doing me any favors as a volunteer for conventions, saying that said this about this anime, you should do this, you should be watching that, you won't be doing that. It's just as bad as fan bashing. What I say about fan bashing, that's the one thing you can never do. This is just as bad when you start talking about the situation that I basically go through every day. And I do this a lot more than people realize. They say, a lot of people say this, that I don't know. I haven't been that experienced. I've been through the convention world for nearly 14 years now. And people, you have to understand, these things, they get told at conventions a lot. Not going to name a name, but this is the reason why I have to make this video. Forget about the whole who said this about this anime. A year ago, I was maybe a little bit more than that. Well, actually, it sounds about right. A year ago, that's when we started getting things back together. Okay. 2 years in San Japan ago. This was the one with Hurricane Harvey hitting. I was at Dragon Con, and somebody I know told. I can't say this person's name, but I'm not going to. Told somebody else that I was this kind of person. I was just trying to do this. I was trying to do that. And of course, that person got mad at me and started yelling and screaming, telling people, well, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. Although there were some things that I know they would have dealt with anyway. But it took about a year and a half, and I didn't tell this person that what I was this close to posting something on YouTube. I've already posted one thing on YouTube they didn't like. I was gonna go even further. I admit that. But about the day or two before I was going to do that, all of a sudden, that person came to me and said, "You know what? I'm sorry. I should have talked this through with you first. I was wrong. Okay. Don't need to post anything out now. Done. I forgive them." Sometimes people have to understand, if I posted what I was going to post, things would have gotten way worse. And I admit to that. At least I was like, wait a second. Now, was that close? you know, and again, they came to me asking for forgiveness. And I was like, okay, I don't care what happened now about who said what and whatever. They asked for forgiveness. I'm moving on. And that person who said that stuff, uh, we don't talk to them anymore. We don't. I mean, I would love to say a lot of things about them. I could easily do so right now. Trust me. But it's not going to make any difference right now. It's not going to change what's going to happen. It's not going to change what went down at San Japan that year, which was okay. Again, I'm still trying to figure out why they still stuck on Labor Day weekend. I admit I thought that was a good idea, but it ended up being worse. It ended up costing them people instead of gaining them. So, generally speaking, though, if we keep this up, there aren't going to be a lot of positivity traits coming from the anime world, and definitely not going into the convention scene. The next few months are going to be vital anyway. Particularly next week, Monica Real will be at Comicpalooza, and a lot of other My Hero Academia people. So we're going to have our first actual, here's what's going to happen. How are you going to deal with this moment? I mean, I'm not a big fan of My Hero Academia anyway. I've already gotten a ton of their autographs. I've gotten autographs from everybody. I'm not happy with Monica Real at all. I'm not going to waste money on the autographs anyhow. I'm sorry. I have other things going on in that case. But in general speaking, this is the first test we're going to really have. We're not going to have the whole YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram stuff to deal with. We're going to have fan interaction with the guests. And that's what really is going to make or break what's going to happen the rest of the way. Then we can start looking at, what did you do? How did you handle it? Then we can start really talking about the next step. And then I guess maybe we should go into that. But if we keep doing this on the Twitter feuds, it's not going to help us at all. Not once. So you really need to stop doing that and start thinking, are we helping our community by trying to get mad at the voice actors? Not really. Again, if you really want to come down on something, remind Monica Real. She once said herself, I still can't remember what the magazine's name is. I need to know the magazine's name. It was after New Type USA was canceled or something. Like a week or a month later, they came out with something else. That was before AD Vision closed down. Please go back and research it if you really want to. Remind Monica Real. She said that the anime industry is basically run by the fans. Don't take it from me. If you really look for that dang magazine, I gotta find it. Again, had Sam and Max, Freelance Police on the cover. If you really want to really want to dive into it, but in general terms, like, share, and subscribe. Help me out a little bit. Share this video because, again, I don't want to be the I said this because this face actor look, we need to move on from that. And it's con season. Um, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is, yes, I am planning on doing some live streams. Free comic book day this weekend, maybe. I don't know. Again, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I might not be able to. Um, but YouTube has upped the amount of subscribers you need to have a mobile live stream to 1,000, and I'm nowhere near that. And I doubt it's going to happen in the next 3 days, but that's the bad news. I'm probably going to do it on Twitch. It will be under the same name, and it will have the same idea going by it. I will do convention streaming there instead of here. Maybe that will be a better way of doing it. I want to do it here. I want to do it on YouTube. I'd rather have one centralized thing going on, but with all the things that are going on with YouTube, I don't know how much longer that's going to be. I don't know how long I can hold my videos on Twitch, So it's going to be an interesting next few weeks. I'm going to do a lot of experimentation, see how that works out. But in general, I think this is going to work out a little better for me simply because, again, there are not a lot of streams that go to these conventions as a just casual convention goer. Yeah, there are gamers and stuff, but not really like super heavy on the convention stream. So we're probably going to see a lot more of that coming up soon. Again, I've got to do a lot more than 23, although I like all of you guys. Thank you for subscribing. But it's a long climb, and I'm not going to kid myself. I'm not super big on the numbers, but I do what I can. Again, one guy in his bedroom with a webcam. I swear I'm like the Mark Dice of conventions. I swear I'm not getting political. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And until then, later.